It only clips the last 30 seconds, Chad.
I see blood everywhere.
Even the little kids are talking about seeing mice and stuff running around in there.
Seeing mice is crazy though, Chad. Chad, be real. Let's say you go to someone's house
police and
and you
EMTs
find
receive an urgent
someone's
911
dead body,
call
bro,
describing
being
a
eaten by
grisly
mice.
attack by rats on a 6-month-old infant.
On a
They
6-month
immediately
baby.
race to the scene as paramedics race against time to save the child.
A
It is the
6-month-old
nature of
baby
the
being
attack
eaten,
that
bro.
leaves investigators sickened beyond their wildest imaginations.
And I see his fingers. And I see
You
that
the father of
his
the baby,
fingers look like
no?
they've been chewed.
Early in the morning on September 13,
Isn't he the father of the
2023,
baby?
police officers and EMTs quickly arrive at the Shanabaum family home, expecting to see an injured baby off to a local hospital. But what they don't yet realize is the child's injuries and the infuriating reason behind them were something they never could have anticipated. Approaching
I'm
the
so
house,
confused.
the officer can't help but notice the front porch is congested with toys,
Ew.
household objects, and heaps of trash. When he enters the house, he's greeted by Delana Thurman, the aunt of the
fuck it, I'm
victim,
down.
and David,
Yeah.
the victim's father. Both are also looking after several crying children.
Wait, so they are
found
the...
him this morning.
Oh my god.
He has a rough all night long. And
Chat, how can they have just been watching a TV show while their baby was being eaten alive by rats? How is that possible?
Doesn't happen to the baby not make a sound.
Officer Green proceeds to gain further details from
W
Delana,
cop for
David's
straight away
sister-in-law.
just calling
He
them out.
finds out that
W
all of
cop
the
for
other
just
4
calling them out
children
straight
are under
away.
the age of 10, 2 of which are Delana's children.
So you're saying you didn't have a mark on him when you went to bed?
no marks on him at all.
No mark at all. We
Yeah.
laid him down. He was happy as could be. He fell asleep. We came in here to watch some TV.
What time was that?
We put him to bed at what?
It's about 8.
About 8.
Yeah, I mean,
And then we just came here. We haven't heard anything since then. I mean, he was supposed to get at one time around like 10 or 11. But I went in there and I gave him his body.
Moments after the officer's arrival, EMTs enter the home to tend to the victim. The officer is stunned by the ferocity of the infant's injuries.
I just don't get, like...
His fingers are like chewed off.
His fingers are chewed off. Nah, chap. I hope that baby is okay.
They said it wasn't like that. Didn't hear him make a sound.
I
all
don't
night.
think that happens. Like, sorry, the baby must have been left there for...
I checked on him and gave him his bottle.
I've been having plenty of rat problem here, but I've got traps everywhere, I've got bait balls set everywhere. I've tried it the best I can.
If that doesn't happen and him not make a sound all night.
Nah, W cop for real calling them out.
I can't go with myself.
No, not right now.
You're getting arrested, bitch.
You can sit down.
Sit the
Can you
fuck
talk
down,
to him?
Chad.
This is mom and dad get the rest. I can't talk to those people. I'm gonna lose it. Here you go. You should have seen the baby. It's terrible. They said it didn't make a sound all night.
As more officers approach the
The cop
scene,
legit
they are
tipped.
equally appalled
I don't
by the
blame him.
disturbing injuries and the terrible conditions of the house the children live in.
One of the nastier ones I've ever seen. It's hard to contain the rage. It's hard to contain the rage.
That's not.
Oh, that's
I had to walk out. Babies died. Big like situation, but the fact that
I
he was
just
gonna
don't get how the rats could have been eating the
immediately
like
sound.
Yeah.
eating a baby of all things.
In the house, but don't have diapers laying on the floor.
Chad, this is Asmund Gold's house. Chad, this is Asmund Gold's house.
Well, I can already tell.
I wouldn't be surprised. Doesn't Asmund Gold have like rats in his bedroom or something, Chad?
Don't look like the fingers were chewed.
Yeah, they're like going. Like he was like eating a lot.
All of them.
He's gonna lose at least a couple, but the whole hand's just chewed up.
With the baby finally
he's-
receiving treatment in the ambulance, it was time to dig deeper into how such a grotesque attack on the child went unnoticed.
Yeah, I just
The
don't get how
suspects
they
are
did not
clearly being
notice, like,
less
at
than
all.
truthful, and officers must get to the bottom of it. Police isolate the victim's father, David, for questioning.
You just want to take a seat. Listen, just listen. I have no idea what's going on. I just got here, but I want to talk to you. But you're not under arrest or anything. But I'm gonna read you your rights before I talk to you, okay?
I was getting all the kids up, ready for school this morning.
Okay.
I went in there like I've been doing. Went in there to...
Chad, do you think, let me be honest here, be honest. Do you think there's any chance bro is actually innocent, yes or no?
to get him up, and I see blood everywhere. So I got him up. I was like, okay, where's the blood coming from? I worked for AMR for a while.
Okay.
I was like, where's the blood coming from? You know, said, did he have a nosebleed? Did he have an ear bleed? I noticed amount of blood, and I see his fingers. and I see that his fingers look like they've been chewed. All right. And
Yeah.
Okay, what does he sleep in? Like a crib
he
or?
has a bassinet.
A bassinet?
Bassinet that's on the.
Can't rats
like,
just chew
stands
through
up,
that though?
You know, off the floor.
Okay.
And it's in a corner of the room. Never had any issues.
So you think the dog was chewing on his fingers?
No. We have a rat problem here. I've been trying to get rid of them. I've got
Clean your
traps
house,
here,
dude. What do you mean you got a
I've
rat
bait
problem?
blocks,
Clean your
I've got
house.
traps.
Okay.
All set. And it's like.
Okay.
The baby's mother, Angel Shonnebaum, was reportedly staying in a nearby mental health facility
This
and
is
wasn't
weird.
present
I don't
during the
trust it,
attack
child.
on
Let's
the
be real.
infant. David brings the officer to his son's room, where the incident occurred.
You need to get out of
If you don't want to look in there, it's fine. You just.
Sleeps over here. He has a pack and play.
Okay.
The blood-soaked bassinet and boppy pillow create a scene like something out of a horror movie. A defenseless infant would not have stood a chance fending for himself against what was likely a multiple rodent attack. The officer
Multiple rodent attack is crazy.
only has time for a brief look before David becomes overwhelmed.
Okay.
Chat, I just don't see him being innocent at all. There's no way.
Let's get you some. Let's get you some cigarettes.
Let's get you some cigarettes. What the fuck?
I know.
Chat, that's the most British thing I've ever heard.
I know. They're gonna help him, okay?
As David paces through the house, the children are becoming restless, realizing something is very wrong. When David is able to take a minute to calm down on the front porch, officers gather near the ambulance to compare notes. Despite the house's condition, the question of how this many rodents were infesting the property and the role the adults played remain to be
They
discovered.
need to be
Is it both
arrested.
hands?
The right hand's the worst. The left one is, for lack of a better term, more superficial. His feet. Nothing really noted on his back.
Okay.
Groin area
I know it sounds weird, chat, but I'm sort of glad he's only lost a few fingers.
looks okay. A little bruising in the perineum.
According to the police incident report, the baby had over 50 rat bites
Oh my days, I hate
all
rats.
over his body. Despite the terrifying wounds on his left hand, it was his right hand, however, that had the EMTs deeply concerned
Bro, I'm right-handed, chat. I'd be pissed if they eat
about
my
the
right
child's
hand.
well-being. He would need a blood transfusion when he arrived at the hospital, as the wounds were nearly fatal.
We'll get him buckled up
They must
before,
have, chat, they must have took off all of his fingers.
or if us get angry enough to take a load to the parents.
Okay, Jack, I'll make them cheaper. I will. Well, the most expensive one will be 75 bits. The most scariest one.
I'm assuming they're not coming to the hospital.
No. Absolutely not.
All right.
I don't know how you
Fuck
wouldn't hear
them
that.
parents, chat. Oh, Jack, what do you chat? What do y'all think the price should be? What do y'all think?
And if he wasn't screaming, then something else.
While the officer continues to speak with David, the children are growing restless
not
inside
69,
as an
Mike.
officer tries to calm them down.
What's up? Okay, the babies are crying. That's cooked. Kids are crying. That's horrible. I was thinking, most expensive would be 75. Cheapest would be like 25. But I'm gonna add a lot more to them. I'm gonna add a lot more than just
Hey,
four.
bud, it's okay. Here.
She. Here, come over here. They're all
I'm gonna add a
girls.
lot
Yeah,
more
and
to
the little
them
boy.
than just
Yeah,
four.
sit down so we can talk.
I'm so sorry you just got scammed. You just spent 1,000, didn't you? I'm so sorry you got scammed. Forgive me. Forgive me.
A call from
You
DCS.
just spent $1,000, didn't you? I just saw it. 1,000.
Their person to see if they're gonna want the
You
kids.
just got scammed.
Okay.
Okay,
So we'll wait
okay.
just a little bit, and then if so, we can talk here in a minute.
I know you two want to go to school, but we're gonna wait until one other person comes and then maybe.
Why
we'll
would they
get
want to go to
okay?
school? Chad, the baby was being eaten by rats alive. Like,
Chicken
what?
1337 says you like mean.
You like men.
I know, but Bobby is getting the help that he needs. Out of this house. Please do not ask again. Well, let me share these names. Can you hand by him? I'll give him all this.
Hey, bud. Can I give you a hug?
Chad, these kids just Chad. These kids just saw their little brother or little sister being eaten alive by rats. Not at the moment, no. Chat, I was thinking, I'm going to do what XQC does. I'm going to have above here, where it says TTS, and that includes blip as well. We'll have an X in front of it so you know when it's off. Is that a good idea, yes or not? So people won't get scammed like Hitus.
Yeah.
In bed got bullied.
He's at the hospital, okay?
Bro, I don't. How is this cop doing this, bro?
Yeah, he comes right back to that down there. He's brave.
Suddenly, without provocation, one of the children says something alarming.
What are you going to say?
I saw the mouse go all day.
You did?
Yeah. Not me, I just find it in my room wanted.
Okay.
Chat, this is going to sound crazy. I'm going to give you some more mr0ok lore. Back when I used to live in my country in Slovakia, since we were so poor, chat, we legit have mice running around the house. Like, we'd have ants crawling up, like, over us, like, mice and shit, like.
Yeah. Mommy.
This shit's sad to see.
And I'm just scared.
Yeah, as a kid, you're terrified of that shit.
And I'm scared.
Yeah.
And
You can hear the mice spitting on the floor, bro.
Very quick. We got this house.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna just copy shit off XQC, chat. I'm gonna just copy stuff off XQC.
Mommy. When he down at this house.
Hearing the child's haunting plea to leave is
This mother
heartbreaking.
needs
They
to be
clearly
locked up.
recognize the danger they're all in. After a few minutes, the officers take them outside to play, hoping some activity would lighten their
cops,
moods
bro.
and ease
cops.
their stress.
Want blue? There you go.
What's your favorite thing to draw?
Ooh, that's a triangle.
Chat, oh, I feel bad for these kids,
What
bro.
color chalk would you like to use?
No, she's so sad.
Can you draw me a flower?
Yeah.
In a minute.
In a minute.
Draw a flower.
Chat, these.
I'll make you some more room.
Oh, if I can bend down.
Yeah, chat. I think saving your dog over 1 million people is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna cap.
Around this time, officers discuss their horrifying observations, planning a way to rescue the remaining children.
I told Dad that we're going to keep all the kids here.
Okay.
Yeah, chat. They should 100% take all these kids away from these parents.
Because they all need to be checked out.
I looked and I asked him if
Well,
anybody had boo-boos. Nobody had boo-boos.
they're all, even the little kids are talking about seeing mice and stuff running around in there.
Yeah,
Officers and DCS guide David back inside to gain a
What's
better
DCS,
idea
chat?
of the
What's
recent
DCS?
conditions
Americans
of the
in chat,
house.
what's DCS?
In stark contrast to the serenity in the yard, the house is in a state of chaotic
Chat, this is
disrepair.
legit Asmongold's
Used
room.
diapers are
Chat,
littered
this is
across the
Asmongold's
floor.
house. Isn't this how he
Along
lives?
with garbage and clutter, the house was reportedly smelling foul, and there were a number of visible rat traps. Despite the disturbing state of the living room and the bloody nightmare
is
in the
Asmongold's
baby's
house worse
bassinet,
than this?
officers still don't know that they've only scratched the surface.
The kitchen is a mess. So I've been remodeling and I pulled the stove out and got
You
it
have
flipped
not
out
been
and I
remodeling,
get
bro.
some
Stop the
stuff.
cap.
So I will let
There would
y'all
not be
know.
rats in there.
In the bedroom, the team of officers photographed the mess, blood stains, and rat tracks, processing the scene and taking
I hope he
pictures of
feels
the area for
ashamed,
evidence.
chat.
With DCS and police investigating the bedroom together, an official from the DCS has a moment to share some interesting information.
You guys have pictures?
Of the home, my previous pictures, Alicia, yes.
That's right. The DCS is very familiar with the Shonnebaum family. In
Chat,
fact,
is
there
the
have been
DCS
3
oh, it's like
ongoing
the-
cases
oh,
and
okay,
one
chat,
decided
okay,
case
okay.
attached to David specifically.
Oh, no,
Beginning
bro.
in December of 2022, there was one claim of neglect and one claim of lack of supervision. Finally, in January of 2018, David was charged with neglect of a dependent with endangerment, a level 6 felony.
Chat,
but the
how
court
do you
withheld
let a
judgment,
7-month-old
sentencing him
baby
to
get
suspended
eaten
probation,
alive by
providing
rats?
very little
They
recourse
pretty
for
much
his
ate
actions.
his entire
In
right.
February 2021, David was charged
Right,
with
like,
possession
hand.
of substance, for which he received 1 year of a suspended probation sentence. While a case manager visited the home once a week, it was clearly not enough to prevent the unspeakable attack on the baby,
Yeah.
nor
He
did
needs
it
to go
prevent
to
the other
jail,
4
chat.
children from potentially reportedly being exposed to
Chad,
serious
do you think there's
diseases
any chance
due
of
to
him
the
being
animal
innocent?
feces and rodents. In the kitchen, the mess goes from bad to nauseating. In the police report,
Chad, this is
David
legit
stated
Asmongold's
he believed
house.
there was a dead rat behind the stove and decided to replace the appliance. Delana adds that this renovation caused garbage to pile up in the kitchen, making the trash
Chad, this is
situation
legit.
far worse. Rats scampered away
is
when they opened the
legit
door to the kitchen,
Asmongold's
forcing
house.
David and Delana to lock the door to prevent the
I
children.
just don't get it, chat. How can you as a parent not realize your 6-month-old baby is being eaten alive by rats? Like, I just don't get it. Yeah, you just got scammed.
Children from going inside.
Is this a closet over here?
Yeah, I should have said, chat, those don't work right now. The bits ones work, but those don't.
The door that's next to the back door.
Oh, no, that goes to the basement.
You want to go down there?
But yeah, chat, everybody who's just come back, chat, this parent called the police because he found his 6-month-old baby being eaten alive by rats. You can't refund them, Sunday, chat. My bad. You just got scammed for $2,500. You can get him back, Jack. You can get him back. Just watched like 10 hours of my content.
You probably don't go down the basement.
Yes.
It's very rare when I open.
Basement, I bet that thing's like shit.
Tons of rat down here.
There's blood in the kitchen in there too.
Old
in there.
No.
Bro, that's grim.
Old blood.
I don't know. I know Bruno's been in there.
As investigators move through the house, they notice one of the family dogs has a scratch on his nose.
No.
Officers photograph the dog and begin confronting David further
No, did the
about his
dog
use
get
of
attacked by
traps.
rats as well?
Scratch on his nose too. Yeah, I don't know what from unless I found that rat or something.
Chad, this is going to sound weird, but if I have a rat problem, can I just use a snake or a cat to deal with it, and the cat would eat the rats, or the snake would eat the rats? Like, Chad, let's say I'm in some country where I have rats in my attic. Can I just chuck a snake up there?
But I'll go down usually and...
Can I see you there?
I'll see if I can, Jack. I ain't gonna lie. I'll see if I can.
But
How many of those you got around?
There's one there. There's
Yeah, no worries, man. It's all good. I'm just interested. I'm still trying to figure
I
out
have one in the
what this man
bathroom.
has done to not realize his baby was being eaten alive by rats. 6-month-old baby.
I lived here for
It's almost
4
shocking,
years,
bro. I
and
just
didn't
don't
have
get
a
it.
rat issue till last year.
Your sister said your dog got one last time?
He had one.
A rat?
And
How
little dog likes to get rats. But
That explains scratch.
he had one, and it went.
Dude,
down
dogs
there.
eat
So there's
rats?
excitement.
Yeah. Little dog hates rats.
Do dogs eat rats?
According to the police report in a follow-up interview at the station, Delana additionally states that there has never been a rat in the children's room. However, in the weeks prior to the attack on the baby, 2 of the children told a school teacher they'd been bitten by mice on their toes. Delana suggested these marks were made by the children's bed frames. Unfortunately, the school nurse could not conclusively confirm the source of the marks. As the inspection comes to a close, David tries to justify his actions once again,
So
but
dogs
the
can actually
officers
eat
aren't
mice?
willing
What the
to
fuck?
allow
Like
him any
rats.
more chances.
American dogs are a different breed, chat.
Never guessed this issue.
I mean,
mice eat cheese and
yeah.
Mice eat cheese.
No,
Guess
no,
what,
I don't
mate?
know anything about
Guess
it.
what?
No, I don't either.
Yes,
I mean,
mice
I'm not saying I
eat
wouldn't
cheese.
have guessed.
They
I'm
also
just saying,
ate your
like,
baby's right hand,
never-
you fucking weird.
I mean,
Bro,
if
I'm
I've seen
getting
one,
pissed at
if
seeing
I
him.
saw it, I'm just saying,
Like,
everyone's got their
that
own
baby's gonna never be able to use his right hand.
and move or whatever.
Ever.
So, I mean, you see a rat, you might not think it might happen, but I'm just saying, I mean, rats are rats, so.
David was in fact able to secure housing that same
What's
day
going
for
on?
his
Chat, for the people who've just come in, this guy, chat, this grown man, this adult, this father, didn't realize his 6-month-old baby was getting eaten alive by rats. Huh? Huh? America's cooked.
family, but it was too late.
America's cooked.
DCS removed all 5 children from their parents' care soon after.
just-
Delana Thurman was
Chad, just
charged
look
with
at her,
2
bro.
counts of neglect on a dependent, which places the dependent in a situation that endangers them.
Scam on scam.
January 17th, 2024, Delana accepted a plea agreement for both counts of her indictment and received a 2-year suspended sentence on probation. David Schonnebaum was charged with 1 count of neglect on a dependent for each of the children who had not been attacked.
What does the baby's hand look like? From what the ambulance people said, the paramedics, they said that the left hand is okay, the private area of the baby is okay, the feet are okay, the body is okay, but the right hand, it's not looking good.
And 1 count of neglect on a dependent resulting in serious injury, all of which were felonies. He was on probation at the time the crimes were committed. On October 2nd...
I legit hope they grape Kool-Aid him in jail.
2024,
You know what I mean,
David
chat?
was found guilty on all charges
Grape
and was
Kool-Aid?
sentenced to 16
Him in
years in
jail?
Indiana's Department of Corrections. While Angel Schonnebaum, the child's
you-
mother,
please
was
understand-
not
please
present
tell
at
me
home
what
at the
I'm saying.
time, she had been present during previous interventions and visits from the DCS. Having taken no action to improve the living conditions at home, Angel was charged with 2 level 6 felony counts of neglect on a dependent for
don't
each of
get
the
it,
children
chat.
who
Like,
had not been
how?
attacked, and 1 level 3 felony count
Chat,
of
it's a
neglect on a
6-month-old
dependent,
baby.
resulting in serious injury. However, in September 2024,
Why did he just say however?
Angel Schonnebaum took a plea deal and
Okay.
pleaded guilty to a level 5 felony neglect charge,
Okay.
which is lesser than the original level 3 charge. She also pleaded guilty as charged to 2 level 6 felony
So
neglect
did she get less
charges.
time in jail? What do you mean?
On October 24th, 2024,
9 years, bro, for almost killing a 6-month-old baby, yeah.
Angel was sentenced to 9 years in prison for the charges and is currently serving the sentence at the Indiana Department of Corrections. As of the time this video was produced, there's been no update on the health status of the injured child or the other 4 children.
I hope all the babies are okay, all the kids are okay. I really hope they're fine. I really do. Hey, it's clear you like this video. There's one right here as well. Why don't you watch this one too? Come on, watch it. Press it, bruh.
Yo, they still ain't pressed the
Well, that's
video.
what I'm saying. They ain't pressing it, bro.